Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
We talk so many nights. We talk and talk and so many nights about the material modes of nature and the gunas and the control they have over us. And I hear it and I understand it, but it's like all of a sudden tonight when we were talking about it, I felt like I got it on a different level. I suddenly sort of saw the predicament we're in. If this is accurate, that's what I want to know. Is I started laughing because I started thinking, if we go through our whole lives, and everyone reinforces the fact, we go through our whole lives thinking everything we do is based on free will. We think we are exercising our free will, and if we make a choice and it turns out badly, and people don't approve, then we just feel like, okay, I just corrected and I'll do better. We feel guilty. And if it turns out well, then we have great pride in ourselves and just say, well, I'll keep going this way. But of course, nothing really changes because it occurred to me we were not exercising free will. We're completely the puppets of the material modes of nature. They're pulling the gunas are pulling all the strings, and based on our past karmas. So we're at the mercy of the karmas and the gunas. And the only way, there is free will, but the only way we can ever exercise it is when we, in a sense, when we let go of it. When we surrender to Krishna to serve him, then we freely choose him. And that's the only true freedom. Is that true? Do I understand it?
Exactly, Mataji. You understood very correctly. The real freedom what we get is that when we submit our free will unto Krishna. So at that point of time, that's why Krishna is saying very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that Mama Maya Duratya, Devigi Esa Gunamaya Mama Maya Duratya. In the 7th chapter, Krishna is teaching us in the 14th slokam. So Devigi Esa Gunamaya Mama Maya Duratya. Amyeva ye prabatyante mayam yetam tarantite. So anyone who surrenders unto me can be freed from this Maya. So as long as we don't submit our free will unto Krishna. So Mamyevaye Prabhatyante means anyone who surrenders unto Krishna. So that's what is very important. So until then, we are actually we are misusing our free will. That's what is very important. So when we surrender...
it's not really free. Then it's not really free.
That is correct. Then we are not free. Then we are not free. When we are not using our free will correctly, we are not free.
But we hear it our whole lives. Everyone's saying, "Oh, just we're all operating out of free will," and that's just the worst kind of Maya.
Yes, you got it correct, Mataji. Yeah. So there is really, we think that we are operating our free will, we are doing it, but we are not free. Yeah, you are right. So only when we are free, only when we are surrendering unto Krishna. When we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, at that time only we are using our free will correctly so that we are getting free. Otherwise, we are not free. So when we are misusing our free will, even though we call it the word, it is free will. It's known as free will, but really we are not free. When we are misusing our free will, we are not free. Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. It's a very important point which you told. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. So does it mean that until the time we read the Bhagavad Gita and we can take the correct decision, we are forced by Maya to act? So in that case, we are not free. So only case we have the free will is that we can decide whether we want to surrender to Krishna or we will be forced by Maya to act. So that is only the free will, whether we want to surrender to Krishna or not. And if we don't surrender to Krishna, then we'll be forced by Maya to act. So
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why in the 18th chapter, at the end, Krishna told Arjuna that Yadahankaram ashritya nayokshe iti manyase midyaisa vyavasayaste prakriti swam niyokshashi. So due to ahankara, due to false ego, you are saying that you are not going to fight. But you will be forced to fight by your modes of nature. That's what Krishna is saying there. So that way, you can fight for me. So that's what Krishna is saying that at that point of time, you are not under the modes of nature. So that way, if we think that we have freedom to choose, we can do whatever we want. Actually, we are not based on Bhagavad Gita. We are actually getting ourselves more trouble only. We are not free. So then we are forced.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.